Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Mehdi. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at 10 absolute aphrodisiac fragrances in my collection. Fragrances that got me the most positive reactions from women. Before starting the main list, I have only here one honorable mention from House of Jean Paul Gaultier, Ultra Male. This is also a lady pleaser and massive complimenting fragrance from ladies' side. It is fruity, happy, loud, like a fruit cocktail, a party in a bottle. Lasts very long on me, like 10-12 hours plus, with 2 hours of solid projection and sillage, and crazy positive reactions from women. Let's see the main list. At number 10, by Kilian's Angel's Share, a 10 out of 10 fragrance for me. It has some sort of tobacco-y feel to it. It is spicy, oriental. Reminds me of 1 Million Privé by Paco Rabanne or Ojan by Parfums de Marly. Just we have here a little bit less cinnamon and more somehow boozy feel compared to other fragrances that I already mentioned, and a little bit way at the background some sort of smoky vibe. About performance, I would say to this one, a good performer, not a beast mode, not that long lasting, like 6 to 7 hours in terms of longevity, with 1-2 hours average projection and sillage. A great fragrance for dressed up and indoor situations. Number 9 is Oud Vanille from House of Montserrat. Such an underrated gem, guys, from House of Montserrat. And in my humble opinion, it is at top 5 best vanilla-based fragrances ever created. Oh, blows me away. I like it because it is a badass vanilla. It is bad boy vanilla, not girlish, pink smelling type of vanilla. It is smoky, daring, wearable, masculine, at the same time appealing type of vanilla. And Oud here gives to fragrance a badass stance without being medicinal or animal-like. Oud is very wearable and resiny. I like that it's not medicinal or animal-like, you know what I mean. Fragrance is highly oily, shiny and concentrated. Lasts on me like 12-14 hours plus without any exaggeration, but projection and sillage is not that loud because it is highly oily. I can get like 2-3 hours average, somehow below average projection and sillage, but gets massive compliments. At number 8, Stronger With You, absolutely a compliment monster, strong, long lasting and concentrated fragrance. At top 5 most complimented fragrances in entire my journey, hands down. Oh, look at this one. It is smoky, like burning woody, very realistic burning, overly heated wood, let's say, to this one. Nutty, slightly sugary at the background, and very little boozy. Definitely a full bottle worthy fragrance, even backup bottle worthy, let's say, to this one. Lasts on me 10-12 hours plus, solid in terms of longevity. 2-3 hours nuclear projection and sillage. I prefer it for outdoors, fall, winter. At number 7, Versace Dylan Blue. Let's be honest, as a person that I own hundreds of fragrances and I have smelled, let's see, thousands, this is not a wow fragrance. It is not a groundbreaking game changer fragrance. It is just average for me. It doesn't blow me away, but gets crazy compliments for whatever reason, I have to say. It is a magic juice. Maybe it smells way different or way better to average people out there, to people that are not that much into fragrances. I don't know, but it gets the job done. That's it. That's the most important thing. About the scent profile, I can say it is shower jelly, clean, slightly citrusy way at the background, not bergamoty fresh, but you can get some sort of citruses at the background. It is a little bit also green. At the dry down, gets like earthy, incensey and darker, opens up fresher and dries down darker. I can get with newer batches 8 hours plus, and with older batches like 10-12 hours plus in terms of longevity, with 2-3 hours good projection and sillage, especially in the breezy days, projects very loud. At number 6, such a solid attention grabbing fragrance, like 90% from women's side, let's say, to this one, Bitter Peach from House of Tom Ford. So as I said, ladies love this type of fragrances, like citrusy, fresh, fruity, vanilla. And another thing that ladies love so much is ice cream. To my nose, this fragrance smells exactly like peach flavored ice cream. Very appealing, mouth-watering and sexy fragrance. 2 things that I really like about this fragrance is, first, quality. Smells very high quality, and second is creativity of this fragrance. Took new cards to the table, let's say, and smells very different compared to like 99% of my collection. That's why it grabs great attentions. Performance is good. I would prefer it a bit louder, like it is 6 to 7 hours plus. In terms of longevity, I would prefer something 10 to 12 hours plus, but yeah, it's fair enough. And projection and sillage is average for first 2 hours. Now we are at top 5. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, remember to subscribe and please support me by your likes. I really appreciate that. Without any further ado, Missoni Wave. Although I am not that much fan of this type of freshy fragrances, I like more darker fragrances. I'm into more complex fragrances. But when it comes to the compliments, especially from women's side, darker fragrances have to stay away. So this one is oceanic, very appealing, loud, citrusy, slightly sweet, and somehow creamy. It is, to my nose, inspired by Chanel Allure Homme Sport, but this one is way better compared to all other fragrances in this class. Like for example, Versace Pour Homme, those aquatic citrusy fragrances. I mean, Versace Pour Homme, Chanel Allure Homme Sport. Although it is inspired, but it is way better, nothing to do in terms of performance and compliments. Lasts on me 10 to 12 hours plus, let's say solid 10 hours, and projection and sillage is over 2 hours, very loud. Gets 100% compliments. One of those easily complimenting fragrances for me. I know I'm gonna get some compliments when I wear this one. At number 4, from House of Creed, Silver Mountain Water, one of my absolute favorite citrusy fragrances in the entire universe. I really enjoy this scent profile. It is extremely unique, like compared to 99% of my collection, citrusy fragrances in my collection stands out. It is musky, it is slightly rodden, it is niche, at the same time appealing. I like it because also it is expensive. We know we have a lots of Colognes copies around this DNA, but this one is way better compared to all of them. That's why people cannot go after this fragrance, because it is expensive, so you're gonna stand out and shine, let's say. Smells very sexy. Personally, I like Green Irish to it, Aventus, Royal Oud more than this one, but when it comes to the getting compliments, let's say, from ladies' side, this one is winner, hands down, based on my experiences. Gets better compliments, reactions from women. Silver Mountain Water, performance is 6 hours, let's say. Barely 7 hours in terms of longevity, with first hour and a half, airy, transparent, silky, projection and sillage, but a killer silky projection and sillage. At number 3, from House of Amouage, Reflection Man. Thank you for those all great memories, compliments, positive reactions from women. My bad boy. Reflection Man. Personally, I prefer this one better. 45 version, as it is less powdery. I don't like that much powdery notes, but this is another story for me. This one is more complex, more concentrated, somehow a little bit more resiny, let's say, compared to this one. I prefer 45 better, but when it comes to the compliments from women, hands down, EDP is absolute winner here. It is a floral jasmine based fragrance, one of the best floral based fragrances for men. It is powdery. When I sniff it deeply, it is green at the background and resiny at the base. Very complex floral fragrance. It smells like wealth in a bottle, let's say, to this one. Lasts on me 10 to 12 hours plus. This one is like 16, 18 hours plus. Projection and sillage is great for 2 to 3 hours, but here I don't have that much of projection and sillage. It is highly concentrated, a bit sits close to the skin, but when you want, or if you want attention from women, go by EDP version. Hands down, it is a killer. At number 2, Valentino Uomo Intense, Sex in a Bottle. Hands down, without exaggeration, gets scary compliments. It is inspired by Dior Homme Intense. It is powdery, slightly leathery, has some sort of chocolatey vibe at the background, smells very sexy, and gets better reactions when you are dressed up. It is inspired by Dior Homme Intense, but it is better compared to Dior Homme Intense. It is safer, more wearable, and gets better compliments. Every single factor about this fragrance is 10 out of 10, except, let's say, versatility, because it is not that versatile. It is a colder season fragrance and it is dressed up. You cannot go casual with this one. It doesn't match the concept, let's say. Performance, 10 out of 10, 12 hours plus in terms of longevity with 2-3 hours. Great projection and sillage. At number 1, are you ready? The most aphrodisiac lady pleaser fragrance in my collection is none other than Montblanc Explorer. It is Aventus inspired fragrance. For whatever reason, gets better reactions from women's side. This one. But Aventus itself gets better compliments from men, to be honest, but this one gets compliments, crazy compliments from women. It is like metallic version of Aventus, dry version of Aventus. Maybe it is because of that Ambroxany base gets more compliments, I don't know, but this one is more successful in terms of getting compliments from women compared to Aventus itself. And about performance, I can say it is a long-lasting fragrance, lasts on me like forever, like 10-12 hours plus, but projection here is not that great. Sometimes I layer it with molecule 1, molecule 2 fragrances to get a better projection, but yeah, it is fair enough also. But I can hear a lot says that is not a lasting fragrance. For me it is a long lasting and below average projecting fragrance, let's say. Take care, guys.